What is up guys, it's GX Black here, and today we're going to be going over the different type of counters you can use against people super dashing behind you. Now this is on the PS5, R2 and X. If you press it twice on the standard controls, this will allow them to dash behind you. I'm going to be explaining the different type of counters. You know, a lot of the times a lot of people get hit by this and they really don't know what to do, and it's just all the way confusing. It almost feels like you're going to be hit guaranteed every single time. But I'm going to give you some of the key factors and recipes to show you that you could really defend yourself against this and stop people spamming this the whole game. If you feel like this will work out for you, please hit the like button just to show that you appreciate the video and you know you probably want to see some more. Now let's get into it. So the first answer is Ki Blast. Now you're probably wondering, GX Black, let's be real, you can super dash through the Ki Blast. But in this instance, I'm going to be explaining how specifically you can use the Ki Blast to punish someone that is trying to, you know, super dash behind you. So if both of you are doing a stare down and you have a feeling that they're going to do it, make sure that you're already preemptively moving around. That means using your left stick just to go in one direction. In this case, I'm just going right. And you can see that if I just shoot some Ki Blasts as I see them coming towards me, it stops them completely from having any interaction with me. You can really see it's a very subtle movement that you need to do, and it's not something that you need to like be very complicated on your controller with. All you have to do is go in one direction and then start shooting Ki Blasts as soon as you see them dashing towards you. That would stop them from being able to interact with you at all and give you the advantage. This is something that you have to be able to react to. Now, before, it would just be a thing where you'll block, but it'll end up behind you so you couldn't do anything. But you still have to have a degree of reaction. Your opponent wouldn't even know what hit him, and they'll be very confused as to why they're always getting punished. Option number 2, a tip you can use is to ascend. If you ascend, you'll be able to dodge them and completely miss it out. Now you're probably wondering, how else would you be able to get in? Because if I'm correct, you should be able to try and punish them as well. So you'd also need to double tap X while holding the charge button, so then you can charge back towards them. This will allow you to have the advantage on your opponent, and they wouldn't even know that you went anywhere. You ascended and now they're not even within your sight. So whatever you choose to do is up to you. You can even throw out a super, because in this game, if you throw out a super and they're directly below you, it will be able to hit them. But this same logic also applies to descend if you guys are both in the air and you want to be able to dodge the opponent. And then double tap X to be able to dash back at them. Now the next option, which is an excellent option, is the ability to turn around and use your counter. Now this counter is very effective, and you guys know it just takes one button. I think on the classic controls it's 2 buttons, but for the standard is 1. And what you want to do, similar to the Ki Blast, you pretty much move in one direction, and by the time they get there, you press your button. That allows you to successfully counter them, and now you have the advantage. This is very useful and most likely the most reliable, because if the person is coming and they're going to attack you, you already know in your head that this is something that I'm going to be able to counter and have the advantage for. Counters are pretty busted, so this one would be very useful to use. And you know, even if they're in sparking mode, you're going to consistently be able to get away from them, and that would be whether you want to descend afterwards after countering them or just keep your distance in the best way possible. But this is a very useful tool. And last but definitely not least is the ability to sidestep. Now guys, sidestep is one of the most important moves in this game, because this sidestep allows you to have functions to other abilities and moves while also being able to evade. So this sidestep will allow you to pretty much get behind them and dodge their move completely. This is most effective when you know that when they come in and dash in, they're going to start hitting you, meaning that they'll be left exposed. So what you could do, you could sidestep and use your triangle move, because the triangle move will be able to activate one of the special attacks you have in the middle of your combo. So usually when you're doing square and then you press triangle, a special move will come out. This would come out if you do a sidestep and you wouldn't even need to press square. This is only optional if you feel like the opponent is going to be near you, or if you feel like, you know, you want to be on the offensive straight away. But in reality, just doing a normal sidestep would be enough for you to be able to get out of a sticky situation to then follow up with light attacks. But that is the end of the video, guys. I hope this was actually useful. I genuinely hope it was, and I want to see what you guys think about it in the comments down below. If there's anything else you want me to cover that maybe you have a problem with, I could be able to help you with that. So just write it down in the comment section. Alright, leave a like, subscribe, and peace from GXC Black.